Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Conquest video guide. Now you'll be able to find this and all my other Conquest video guides on my SWGOH Life website. If you haven't seen it yet, the link in the description below straight through to the Conquest page, where if you head over to the enemies tab, you can simply search by the enemy leader you wish to counter. It will then show you the speed calculator for you by sector, so you can see how fast the enemies potentially will be, and underneath you will see the counter videos there. So this is the series of videos that I'll be doing here, and also what data disk sets you will need to make this team work reliably. But now for today we'll be going up against this very annoying Carth team with Nest. Obviously Nest can complicate things for the teams that are removing turn meter, because then you can just get stuck behind Nest if you don't have a way to just instantly defeat her at some point, like Nihilus, Commander Sokatano, or obviously Mandalorian. And then finally obviously Canderous is a pain with his contest turn meter gains, so definitely taking him out will be priority, or having some sort of teams that can stop turn meter gains as well. This will help you. But anyway, we'll just first kick off the battles here with the first data disk set, which is the thermal detonator one. So that's the one I like to call the self-destruct data disks, because with all these debuffs that they'll be applying, so damage over times and everything, they will also get ability blocks, and thermals will stack very quickly and they will literally just die off here. You can go in here with Traya, Scion and Nihilus. Obviously you will need Malak just to keep these guys under control with fear, otherwise without Malak they will literally destroy Traya very quickly, but Malak will slow them down with constant fears. And their Dooku is good as well, he can counter attack as well if they hit him, which will then obviously heal up your team. And everybody quickly die off from thermal detonators. Now we just have to get through Nest here, so obviously probably we'll wait for Nihilus to get annihilate out. So we got one more turn and we should be good to go there. Okay, get a shock stun maybe, there we go, doesn't even matter. Nihilus gets Nest out and there we go. So definitely especially in the higher sectors could be a little bit more challenging for Traya, but bringing in Malak should probably allow you to win versus any sort of these teams. Another great one is Padme, because all these attacks out of turn will give us protection up, so then they can't debuff us, they can't critically hit. And what you will want to do is bring a low gear Galactic Republic character, so it gets below 50% health before anybody else, because then this will then give your Anakin a turn, which then will give Padme a turn. She can then go ahead and get that protection up, and then obviously courage stacking. You will need Bad Batch Echo here just to put healing immunity on these guys, otherwise they'll just keep healing. Now unfortunately Nest, they're knocked out my Consular, so depending on how clever Nest plays this, because she can ignore taunts, right, this may be a 2 or 3 star win. Moving on, Rey and even low gear Jawas like here, gear 8, gear 9 Jawas, to be honest, are very good with this data disk set, because obviously on top of thermals that will be stacked from the data disks, they will also be getting extra thermals because whenever they hit Jawa. And even low gear, Rey can keep them alive with her lifeblood, and obviously and damage immunity will pop, and then the enemies, there we go, they just keep dying off. Whirlwind, Nest, thank you for playing, and that's it. So if you have Rey, do make use of your Jawas, even if they're low gear, they can still work. Alright, let's now switch over the data disk set to my Gone in 30 Seconds data disk with Amplify Agony, Volatile Accelerator, Ability Exhaust. However, for this one you will want to remove the Unstable Decelerator, because you don't want to be removing turn meter, otherwise Nest will never get a turn and you'll just get stuck behind her, and without Nihilus or somebody like that, obviously you won't be able to defeat Nest. But otherwise, Darth Revan, again, thanks to Malak, you should be able to keep these guys under control with fear. We got their death mark, and there we go, putting fear on everybody, and there we go, very easy, straightforward, all thanks to Malak. Like Traya or Darth Revan, without Malak they'll just get steamrolled by these guys. So it's really Malak that's the absolute MVP here for any sort of Sith team that you will try and use. Jedi here work as well, obviously there with Luke, he's got a mass stun. As soon as you release that stun, all that Amplify Agony, Volatile Accelerated discs trigger and enemies will just kind of get wiped pretty quickly. The reason why bringing in their Janet Revan for his savior, and then obviously there also Janet Anakin, he's got this bonus turn, Jolie's there for the revive, and you know, the idea here is that you just kind of trigger very quickly, Heroes Arise, get Luke a turn, he unloads his mass stun, and that's pretty much game over for the enemy. Another great team that you can use here is Shaak Ti with the Bad Batch. You will need Bad Batch here, Echo especially for his heal, otherwise you could probably use other clones as well, but you will definitely need Bad Batch Echo here for the healing immunity. And as soon as he gets a turn, he uses his this AoE with the debuff and the enemies just die off from the data discs. So very easy, straightforward, because Shaak Ti is just gaining so much bonus turn meter whenever their enemies are hit. So here I want to show you, like, if you don't have full Bad Batch, you can go in with clones. Rex Lead, remember, will be gaining bonus turn meter whenever we are crit. There we go. So very quick turn, and then Rex boosts turn meter on everybody. Echo does his AoE debuff ability, which just basically wipes out the entire team. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get Nest out quite yet. But luckily she got a turn there and then died off from damage over times, I guess. So there you go, 5 first plus Bad Batch Echo, again, very solid team to take on Carth with his data disc set. And Lord Vader, he's also great obviously with this amplifying on data discs, just because whenever he gets a turn he applies damage over times and this automatically deals damage to the enemy. Then also his AoE as well applies more debuffs, and then you've got your Darth Vader with his Force Crush, more debuffs, and that's pretty much the end. Obviously it's good to bring in Royal Guard for the taunt, but you know, Thrawn and Death Trooper, they don't do much here, to be honest. It's really both Vaders and Royal Guard that is what you will need in this one. And there we go, enemies just dropping left and right, Culling Blade, and down goes Nest as well. So Lord Vader, very good. So we gotta, you can use some sort of scoundrel team here. Han and Chewie, they shoots first, but obviously bringing in Commander Ahsoka Tano so we can deal with Nest in the end. Otherwise, without Commander Ahsoka Tano, you'll be struggling to finish off Nest sometimes. So just something to bear in mind, because you know, Han on his basic, he will be removing turn meter. So from here on out, we're just kind of waiting that Ahsoka gets a turn so she can kind of knock out Nest with her Force Sleep ability. And there we go, bye bye Nest. So very easy here and straightforward with these guys as well, because you know, Han, Chewie shoot first, they get the ball rolling, and Commander Ahsoka Tano finishes the deal. Kenobi, obviously great, he's some sort of feels like a god mode, cheat mode here in Conquest. He prevents bonus turn meter, got all his bonus protection, lots of ways to heal, and obviously you got Commander Ahsoka Tano that can just insta-kill somebody straight away. I will stuck behind Zalbar here, so I will hold on onto the Force Sleep, because only remember the first Force Sleep insta-kills, any subsequent ones they just deal damage. So you want to hold off onto using her Force Sleep until you get a clear shot at Nest, so you don't get stuck behind her. There we go, Nest is down, and here we can go, just finish off mission and Carth, and this battle is over quite quickly as well. And there you go guys, that's all the battles I have for you today. Definitely Carth here on Canderous and Nest. The combination of these guys definitely limits what sort of teams can get you 3-star finish, because a lot of them will get stuck behind Nest, but at least hopefully any of these teams will give you some rough idea of how to deal with these guys in the other conquests that are upcoming. Thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.